So next up, we've got the sign of Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Love you guys. So I'm going to start with the obvious for Saggies, which is, well, happy Mars Day to you guys, because this is it. This is your day. This is Mars is in your sign. And sorry, you guys, I've been talking a lot, but a lot of people don't affiliate Mars with Sag or anything. I do. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's because Sag is the archer, and so it's a warrior, and Mars is about warriors. It's it of course it goes with Aries, which is the natural warrior, pioneer person, but that Mars, even when I look at it with the little point, it almost looks like the glyph for Sagittarius. So something tells me that with Mars being in Sag, that I feel like you're going to be more of the you that is you. And I think you're going to feel like you can express yourself more, and that you can let yourself just come out more and say what it is that you have to say. What I want to caution Saggies about is saying what you have to say in a way that might be aggressive to other people, because Mars makes us a little aggressive, and that's really what it stands for, aggression. And so with Saggies being into their causes, we just, and I say we because I've got Saggy rising in Seattle, so we just have to be a little cautious that we're not being overly forceful, pushing forth our causes or ideas or thoughts. And you know, it's easy to do. It is. It's easy to do. It's because when you believe in something, you really want to get your point across about it, and then it just gets ugly. So I just wanted to caution you guys about that. So other than that, there has been like this crazy stellium of planets in your second house of money, and I don't know how many Saggies are um, have really manifested the money. There's so much money to be manifested. I mean, with the sun and Capricorn, and Jupiter in Capricorn, and Saturn in Capricorn, and Pluto and Jupiter there was the new moon there was the solar eclipse there. There's a lot in Capricorn, and it might have even been overwhelming. So I don't know how all of the rest of the Sagittarius handle it. For myself, it was overwhelming, and I just took a break and I stepped back and I put myself on vacation. And even with that, it's still rolling. There were still some sales or whatever, but balancing all of that is important, Sag. It really is. Especially since the North Node is on the other side, and that's in the eighth house. And that's like, that's your partner's money, that's other people's money, that's also getting other people to pay you what you're worth. Because really, all of this Capricorn emphasis in the second house is just put all the emphasis on like what we're worth. Like, are we worth the money that we're charging? Are we worth, what we're off asking people to pay us? And I think the North Node in the second house is bringing this to your attention. I also think that when we have that full moon, there's going to be a full moon in Cancer in the eighth house. And when there is that full moon in the eighth house of money, well, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that. It may be that there is a direct situation that brings out that feeling of what I'm worth versus what they're willing to pay me. Or are they willing to pay me what I'm worth? I'm telling you, these are issues. So I hope that you play these out in such a way that, you can good results from what occurs. Now, there is going to be a new moon on the 24th of January. That's going to be in Aquarius. That's your third house of communication. And I think that if you've not been able to communicate about what you're worth and how you feel in your words, the things that you want to say. I think after the 16th, when Mercury goes into Aquarius, it's in your third house of communication. Then I think you're going to get your voice. You're going to be able to say what you have to say. And I think people are going to listen to what you have to say. And I really think this is going to come to play, especially after the 20th, when the sun goes into Aquarius. And then on the 24th, which is that new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees, that's when really people are going to start to pay attention and they're going to say, oh, wow, she's been talking sense all along. Why didn't we listen to her? You know, she's always knew the secret. One of the other things I wanted to mention to you, Saji, is that Uranus goes direct in Taurus in your sixth house. That's your sixth house of health. That's your sixth house of work. So, you guys, the weird thing about this is that even though you might have had some weird things going on with your health, you might have felt like there's been a brief reprieve, right? But now it's all going forward again. Be aware of this because things with your work and your health are going to start to ramping up. They're going to ramp up, and it's Uranus. It's weird. So, you know, with all of the things going on in Aquarius in 2020, I really want us to keep our eye on what's happening with your Uranus in your sixth house, because Aquarius is going to be big in 2020 because Saturn's going into Aquarius. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Speak your mind, okay? It's your time to speak your mind, especially after the 16th, okay? Oh, also Venus goes into your fourth house along with Neptune. I think you guys hopefully get some new furniture, redecorate something nice in your home. Okay. Much love and light to you. Thank you, Saji. Okay, so